Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So,
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
welcome back to our WET. So, today we're gonna have a WET, but first let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Rizky Adiha, a ninth grade student.
My name is Arpadia Jivan Alkawarismi from 9th grade.
And I am Ahmad Salah Arianto from 9th grade.
So, today we're gonna have a topic about financial literacy. So, now so in this WET, our guest is Mr. Satiro Hanif. So time and place is yours.
Uh, Halo, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So you guys are ninth grade. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, and you skip your class.
Yes.
Yes. Why you want to skip your class? Because you would just want to skip your class or something.
Because ask us about.
You guys asked by Mr. Kafa to attend this event. Okay. Hello. I think I'm going to start to introduce myself. My name is Satrio Hanif, as seen in the text. I'm from Jawa, or I think from Solo. Yeah, I'm Javanese, so nothing else to explain. And I, right now, as a college student from Lipia, Jakarta. Lipia, Jakarta, it's like a college from Saudi Arabia that provides us a university in Jakarta. And right now I am at fifth semester. So today we are going to talk about financial literacy, just a simple financial literacy, and I don't want to take a lot of time to explain about financial literacy because uh, my background of my faculty is from economics, so I think I have a little bit understanding about financial literacy, and I do really like to talk about money or something else like economics and stuffs. So the first thing that we need to understand about financial literacy, it's not just about like literacy means like you just like read to understand about something that you wanted to master with it. So it doesn't mean really you need to understand a lot about financial, but it's your behavior, how the impact after your understanding about the financial itself. Because when you just wanted to learn it and then you don't really try by yourself with the knowledge, so it doesn't mean nothing because you don't really do the financial literacy. So I will tell you a little bit the methods about financial literacy. So when you're asking about what is financial literacy, and like what like it's like how we do understand when we have money and what we do with our money. Just simple as that. So when people asking you about money, how you're spending your money, it's just about financial literacy. So financial literacy just like is ability, our ability to being smart, to taking control of our money. So we don't really try to spend every money that comes to us. When we earn some monies that we spend with it, we attend, or we are sometimes we just like I just want to buy, like for example, like I like PC, so I just wanted to spend my money into PC. But you don't really see that you have another needs, not just PC, because like right now I am a college, so I do really like have to split my money to buy my needs, and oftenly I don't really like uh, think about it at all. But right now I have this knowledge about financial literacy, so it makes me feels like I'm safe about my money because I don't really spend it too much. So like imagine this financial literacy is like a game. So if you have this financial literacy, it means like you know the rules of the game. So when you know the rules of the game, you will understand the knowledge itself. And we're talking about like financial literacy itself. So and then you have the skills like for example playing games like Mobile Legends or Valorant or something else like that. You have to have the skills. So I think in terms of financial literacy, it's some it's this same thing because you have to know the skills about financial literacy. It means like you know how to manage your money, as simple as that. And then when you're playing games, for example, like every games that you play, like you really want to win. Same thing as financial literacy, you want to achieve something in your financial literacy, like you have some money to spend, and then you want to buy something like you want to buy example like you want to buy some Asus ROG or iPhone 17 and everything that you wanted to buy, but you have to like put something like you really have to have the method and have the steps to have that money until you can buy it again, until you can afford it. So that's financial literacy means. So why it's really important for us because like and it's really important because we have income, we have earning of money from our pocket for right now. Like your mom, your dad, our parents are giving us money for us to spend it, but like it's having amount that you don't want it to spend it a lot, because when you spend it a lot, it's just like it's it will run away. When like when your parents give you like for example like 1 million rupiah, and then in your mind just wanted to buy like I want to buy a new phone, iPhone 17, and then you're just going to spend it a lot, just going to spend all of your money, and then it's all of a sudden like your money is just like vanished, your money is running out, and then you don't, and then when and like because like this 1 million like you spent, and then like it will comes after like a month until your mom or your dad or your parents are giving your money like 1 million again. Like you don't you really have to wait 1 month, and then you don't have money again. So it's not good because like you don't like you have needs, you have to eat, you have to spend it into something for school and etc. So you don't want to spend your money. So how does it feel like, how does it feel like, because it's like sometimes like we get satisfied until get satisfied because everything that we buy is like that's that's like that is what we wanted, because like you uh finally get this iPhone 17, but you don't really think about your needs. And then when it comes to like, oh my god, I have to buy some books or buy some like foods, and then you have no money, and you're going to like call your mom or call your dad like, mom, I'll just spend my money, and it's not good at all. So financial literacy is just like uh, about managing the knowledge of and the skills to make smart decisions about how to earn and to save money and to spend it, and how to grow it. And it's just as simple as that. So like you want to earn it, when you earn some money, and then you have to save it, not just to like to spend it all of it, no. And then you have to grow your money. It like growing money doesn't mean like you have to surplus or just like want to uh, make your income is more bigger. No, no, it's not about that, because like sometimes in investment you don't really have to invest in like gold or like crypto. Maybe like crypto is very popular and nowadays in our generations. But I think like you don't really want to just like and then you have your money and then you're going to spend it all of it into crypto, because sometimes your money in crypto sometimes like it's going to vanish because you have to learn and understand about crypto itself. In investments doesn't mean like you have to buy golds or something else like that, but it's about like how do you really want to spend your money into something that having into something that it really has giving back for you. It means like, for example, like you have money and then like you uh, trying to invest for yourself. For myself, for example, like I buy some class about learning designing, about to learn designs. I like to design a lot, like in or editing, like video. Like I learn, like I want to learn about Premiere Pro, Adobe, like After Effects, and something else like that. And then you're trying to learn it, but you have to spend your money to buy the class. It's the same thing like investments. So that's it's that's an investment. So in financial literacy, like we have our income and then we have earned our money, and then like in terms of that, besides like just we earn some money, but we have also expenses, like we have to spend our money to something that are obligations, like you have to spend our money for our college, for our schools, like and gadgets, what we need, like eat, like daily activities that we used to, and like that. So when you have this financial literacy, you just like it's simple as that. Like you have to train to being smart to manage your money, and then you get the goals of your financial literacy. Is that's all. So financial literacy has four main pillars that we I think like I made it simple. So the first pillar, the concept is like earning. So we have to earn our money. When like earning money means like how our money comes and where our money comes from. Like how do you generate your money? It's active or passive. It doesn't mean like you have to work, because for in our generations, or maybe in my opinion, and like for you guys in sixth and ninth grade, you still like your parents providing for you to giving you money like daily or maybe weekly or monthly. So that's it also becomes an earning from your money. So for example, like for you guys, I think it's really like when you have when your parents giving your money, and then you trying to like see the money and like, oh, I have like probably like 1 million, and then and how to when you're getting that earning, you just want to appreciate your pocket money. And then when the money goes to your pocket, you have to like sometimes like you wanted to be like, I think it's not enough. I think like for me, like I really need some money too. Like I have to generate money, so I really want to do a part-time job and something else like that. So it becomes like my earnings not just from my parents, but it's for myself. So that's how we earn money. So we don't really want to spend every money that comes from our parents, but we trying to uh, yeah, we're trying to just like spend our money into something, yeah, like that. So the second pillar is to spend our money. So how we so it's about how we're managing our money. Like we have to differentiate, or maybe like we have to split between our needs and our want. Like we sometimes like we focus we s- we tend a lot into spending things into like what we want. Like for example, like what I just talked later on, like I want to buy iPhone 17, but we don't really focusing ourselves into what we need. when it becomes when like I'm buying this iPhone, and then like the money is just going to just like running out, and you don't really have to, and you don't really have that money to spend for your needs. So we have to differentiate, or maybe like splitting between our needs and our wants. It means like you have to spend it into something like more important than what you want, but doesn't mean like you don't have it doesn't mean like you don't really have to. It doesn't mean like for example like, oh, I need to buy a books, but if I buy a books, I don't really have money to spend for my wantings. Like I want to buy a new phone, but in this case like you have to split it between your needs and your wants, because when, for example, like I have to spend my money for needs, and then I also wanted to buy a new phone, so we have to split our money like 50-50. Like I just wanted to like spend my money for the half of it. I just wanted to spend it into needs, and then for and the half other I just wanted to save it for buying a new phone. And then like it goes with habits, and then until like when the time comes and the money it's saved, and then you have that money from your saving to buy phone, you can buy your phone. And then but you don't but you still can buy your needs. So that's, I think, how to spend money wisely. And the third pillar is saving. Like when it comes into saving, when you earn your money, you don't really want to spend it a lot. Like that, like I just said, you want to spend your money for something like your needs and your wantings, but you have to save it a little bit. Things like because you have like sometimes like you want to buy your phone, you have to save it. You have to save your money. You don't want to spend you don't want to spend it into like you I want to buy like just like an instant, like when your parents giving you 1 million and you're going to spend it now, but you have to save it too. And then the last pillar, and it's, I think it's really complex to really to explain it. So it's investing. Investing, it means like allocating your money or moving your money into something or an assets that makes your money, it's increases the value. So like, for example, like you have $1 million. $1 million is too a lot. I think 1 million it's rupiah is enough. Run 1 million rupiah, and then you buy gold. The gold itself is like sometimes uh, the value itself is sometimes is going to increase, sometimes it's going to decrease, because it's moving by forwards like for the curse and something else like that. So you buy gold, and then like and then the money will increases, because we have to like, there's so-called inflation that makes the value of our money, it's not the same value as itself when it comes to the future. Like for example, today rupiah for like, I think like 1 million rupiah right now, it doesn't mean the same value in the future. It's 1 million now, because this inflation makes the money value decreased. For example, like in the past we don't really afford something with we can afford something with just 1,000 rupiah. We can buy a lot of things, but right now but right now like 1,000 rupiah, it doesn't mean nothing. You cannot buy anything for 1 rupiah, nothing. You just can buy some like a candy, some that stuff like that, and we cannot afford that for right now, but in the past we can. That 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 means like this money that we have, having this inflation, that the in some period of time in the future, the value of the money itself is going to decrease. So how do we like fight this kind of fight this inflation? By investing. when you have your money, you don't want to just like your money, just like keep your money, and then when you go, and then like in the future, like when you're old, you don't the value of money itself is decreased, and then you cannot afford anything. Like I said, like in the past, like 1,000 rupiah is you can buy everything, and right now 1,000 rupiah doesn't mean nothing. So that's it's investing. I think that I think I will just like make it simpler for you guys. The main pillar of the financial literacy itself is like first thing is earning. When it comes to earning, like it comes from everywhere, like from your parents, because your parents still provides you for money, or maybe like you having a part-time job, and then you have to like when you and then you get your money. And then second is like the spending. When you have that earning, you have to spend your money, but you have to like spend it wisely. Like we have to different have the different you have we have to understand the difference between the needs and the wants. Like we have to like also spend into our needs, not just our wantings, but we have to also giving ourselves that reward for our wantings too. And the third is like to save our money. It doesn't mean like you have to spend every money that we have, but we have to like save it. Because and sometimes like when we like having situations situations that we have to spend our money, we have that money. And for instance, investing, it means like when you have that money, you have to like allocating that money, moving our money into something that values a lot more than our money, because the money itself, it will decrease the value in the future. So invest is like, I think is the most important thing that we have to understand. Yeah, I think for us right now, we don't really have to learn about investing into something like you investing into like stocks, or maybe into golds, or property and something else like that. You don't have to learn about that, because like for now, for us, like we have to build that habit first. Because like when we don't have that habit to understand this financial literacy, it means nothing. Like I said, like if you don't really make yourself, or you don't have that mindset to just like when you earn some money and then you're going to spend all of it, it doesn't mean like you don't it means like you don't really understand that financial literacy. But you have to have that habit. When you have that money, and you just with this pillars of financial literacy, like when you earn it, you want to spend it, but we spend it wisely. And then we have to save it. And then and in the future, when you guys are work as a workers and something else like that, you can invest it. So that's the four main pillars of financial literacy. And then for the last thing that I want to explain to you guys, like how when after we learn and we understand about the financial literacy itself, and we have that four main pillars, we have to do it. We have to do that method, and we have to do that pillars too, right? So there's easy steps for us to having that financial literacy, or so we call it like financial freedom itself. Like if you guys heard a lot about it, like people tends to talk about people who really rich, and then like it means that people that rich, it means like they have that financial freedom. uh, we have that too. Like not just the rich peoples, but we be ourselves. We don't really have to be a rich man like Jeff Bezos, or like Mark Zuckerberg, or like Elon Musk have that Tesla and something else like that. We don't have to be like that, but we have it like financial well-being, or like having this financial freedom. It means like we feel secure. We feel like we are safe. We are safe with our money that we have. That's simple as that. And then we are feel comfortable. We are feel comfort in our financial situations. So we are not stressed by anything. Like we don't stress by like I want to buy this, but like you don't have to really think about buying things. That's the rich do. The rich like sometimes like I want to buy iPhone 17. Like they just like just easily buy that at the period of the time, and then like you have a lot of phones and cars, like expensive cars and things like that, because they feel secure about their money and they feel comfort about their financial situations, of course. So I think I have three steps, and it's really just simple steps for us to gain the habits so we can have that financial freedom. First step is like to create a budget. So creating a budgeting for like it means like for example like for example for me it's like when I have an income, when I earn my money, I try to split the money between a needs, between my wantings, and between my save. So when so-called like it's 50-30-20 method, like it means like simplifying, like splitting your money into something. So 50% of your money, like for example, you earn 1 million rupiah, and then the 50% it means like 500 rupiah, right? 500 rupiah, and then like you have to like spend it into your needs, and then the 30% of your from your 1 million is like 300,000, right? And then you want to spend it to for things like you wanted to, like you hanging out, buying new clothes, or maybe like uh, uh, trying to do your hobbies. Like for me, it's basketball or playing games, etc. And this and the 20% you want to make it saving or maybe like investing. But I think this I think this step is really relevant for us because we don't have really that big income. When it comes to big income, it's really not relevant into these steps. But maybe if you wanted to learn about that, you can ask me a lot about it. And then after you create this budget, you have to track your money. And then like tracking your money, it means like when you know the time when you spend your money. It means like I just spend my money for my wantings, like I just buy a new mouse, a gaming mouse or something else like that, and then like you wanted to track your money and you're trying to write it down on your book and your notebook that I just spend my money for this, the amount of money. It's like for example like 200,000 rupiah, and then you're trying to track that money so when so you know where the money it's going to, you know what I'm saying, like so something else like that. And then it means like the first step is like creating your budget. After you're budgeting and after you spend it, you have to track your money so you know your budgeting, so you can split your between your needs, your wanting, and your save too. And then you track your money. You simply just like know the money. It's simply like you know where to spend the money. So and the second step is like set your clear goals. I think like setting your goals, it means like you have to set your goals. So when it comes to goals, sometimes like we when we earn our money, we tend or we often to spend it, but we don't have because we don't have any targets. But and because like sometimes like people is like I want to buy iPhone, but he don't have that clear goals. He don't have that goals because of he doesn't have that goals. It means like it's just like when the money comes, you don't really think about his goals at all to buy that new phone. So we have to create these goals to make ourselves are motivated and have that spirit to reach the goal. So I become smart, like specific. Like I have one, I wanted to buy something like, for example, I want to buy iPhone 17. So it means like I have to save my money. I will save my money. I will save my money, like for like I will save my money for like for example like five 500,000 per month, and then when it comes when for like 10 months or a year until you can buy and you can afford to buy. So when you have that goals, you have that motivation to having something that you wanted to. Because when we don't have goals, we don't really want to. We tend to like just lazy. That's what I mean. And then the third steps is like separate our money and learn to self protect ourselves. So like I have to like it means like I have to feel secure. I have to feel comfort in my money. I have to feel secure and comfort for my financial situation at the time. Like we have to like and how it is like we have to first to saving first. We have to save first before we spend it, because like every time you get your pocket money, like when you trying to spend all of it, like you're just going to run out. You cannot save. You cannot save. You cannot buy something that you wanted to again besides something, because like sometimes when you like it sometimes like you get satisfied to buy something, right? Because everything that you buy sometimes it's like makes you satisfied, but it doesn't fulfill your desire to every desire that you wanted to. For example, I have PC right now, so I just want to buy. For example, I want to buy. I just want to upgrade my PC, and then I just want to spend a lot of it. But I don't think about anything that I have wanted to. The other thing that I wanted, like sometimes like when I just spend a lot of money just for creating my upgrading my PC, and then like I don't really think about like I want to buy mouse too. I need to buy keyboards. I need to buy the monitor. It just spend on and it's running out like that. It just goes nothing. It means like I don't have that goal. So we have to like save first, and then we have to spend it later. And then if we don't, and then to separate our money. So the step also the second is like to be careful with something like uh, borrowing money or loans. Loans means like borrowing money into maybe like for example like I want to borrow a money from my friend. We have to really careful with that, because sometimes uh like we have to buy this, and then you borrow it to your friends for some money. But we have when it comes to borrow, I think like I don't really recommend you guys to borrow money from your friends, because like sometimes just you're going to forget what you borrow, because your friends sometimes like uh trying to in Indonesia like menagih, and then he doesn't coming back with your money back, and it sucks, bro. For real, like you don't. It really sucks. And then beware of the scams. Like you don't really want to just like when you we are really like in our terms like crypto is really popular among us, but people are like FOMOing this crypto, because like crypto it means like investment, but you don't really have that knowledge about investment, and then you're just going to like playing this crypto, and then you're just going to spend your money and a lot into crypto, but it doesn't comes back to you the money. Maybe like you are going to lost a lot of money because of your crypto, because you don't have that knowledge. It means like you have that knowledge. First thing that you have to learn, you have to understand about financial literacy is knowing the knowledge first, and then you make that into a habit until that habit comes into identity, and you always used to like when you have that money you have to spend it, and you don't have to spend it a lot, you have to save it, and then you have to like spend into something that you need, not only your wantings. That if the habit is repeats, and then it becomes like your daily life, it's nothing else, and you don't really feel like it's hard to saving money, no, because it becomes a habit. And then like it means like uh literacy of financial, it doesn't mean you have to understand, it doesn't mean you have to have that always focusing on the knowledge, but it's focusing on our habits. It uh in the end you have to see yourself. do you really implement? Do you really do this financial literacy or not? Do you really have that habit to save your money? Do you have the really habit that you want to split your money, not just spending a lot of your money, and etc. So I hope you guys understand what I means in this material. It's just really simple about financial literacy. It's just like to understand uh, and to manage your money, to having full control of your money, not just wanting to spend your money for your desire, but it comes to like you have to wise for in your financial literacy. And that's all for me. I think that's all for me to explain you guys this material, and that's enough for me.
Okay, thank you for Bang Hanif Satrio. Uh, maybe that's all from us for WET today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.